Yeah, we're off to a really smooth start. I wish I was doing a stand-up set and I could just weave that in. But I am gonna break the rules even more a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you a story. To the boy who first showed me poetry, you were lean. There wasn't any grizzle or fat to you. In fact, I don't think there was any grizzle to any fact you believed in. You shook my hand and I could tell right away that you were made of bones. Strong bones. Bones older than maybe even you, older than people, maybe even older than you. So when I asked you, so what are you gonna do? You smiled and said, some poems. And I gave you this look like, people do that? And you said, how about you? Oh, I'm really nervous. It's my first time here. I have a story. I don't know how it ends. I don't think I'm gonna do it, you know? Sounds like you gotta do it then. You went up onto the stage and right away, all of us fell quiet. You spoke, and it was like when you opened your mouth, something additional came out. You opened our ears to sounds that had waited years just to be spoken out loud. The way you talked about your mother and how she looked sad when you asked her why, and how you spread so wide the woman who forgave you and gave you places to hide, and how you talked about your dad digging holes in the yard and always doing it too much, too fast, too much, too fast, never looking at you until you were so aghast. You spoke and it was like, I just loved you. I mean, it was like I knew you. At the end of the night, I'd also done my piece, and you came up to me and you said, yeah, thank you. And I said, oh God, no, me, but you. I mean, I think do you wanna, I don't know, I go home in 2 days. Oh, okay, of course you do. Where's home for you? It's far away. Oh, okay, well, look, can I give you this book? Sure, great. You gave me a book, and in the front cover, you wrote me a tiny poem. It was 1:45 the day before you'd leave. I was doing my dishes, rolling up my sleeves. You were on your way over to my place, and when you got there, you stood there and looked at my face and said, hi, like you somehow knew me too. We sat on my balcony, our very first date, and we talked about the ways that we miss being kids and how we wish to have kids and how crazy that we can simultaneously feel both of those things at once. And we talked and we laughed. Oh God, we laughed till our faces were lines. And then I said a second time, so like, what are you gonna do? And you said, I think kiss you. And when we did, it's like that feeling you get when you look at an old photo album of pictures of you when you're young in the sun. Kissing you was like remembering a memory I didn't know I had. And the way that we felt glad, I mean, it was like our joy just dripped from our faces. I didn't know what to say to you. I mostly just like stupidly gazed at you. All night we did lay into our promise not to fall asleep just yet. And yet I did fall asleep for just 1 minute, and when I did, you wrote me another poem, and in it you said, our love is like unopened wine, ripening, always. I opened my eyes just to see you leave. That sight of you going, I didn't want to believe, and I cried a little because I knew you were gone. But then I saw the pages you'd written upon, and I knew that you had made me love poems. Thank you.